Weird Sounds is a fun activity designed to encourage students to experiment with various classroom materials and textures to create different sounds. The aim is for students to understand how materials affect sound waves, pitch, dynamics, and even emotional associated with sound. In this video, I'll model several techniques for using this activity in your classroom. So how do different materials and textures impact sound waves? Let's learn by experimenting. Ask students to look around the room and find an object that they could make a unique or weird sound when manipulated. Here are some examples. Here are a few things I found around this room that makes a unique sound. This cool box with some cool items inside. I could use it as a shaker. And what about this cool clapper that I can use? Makes this cool sound. Remind students that in music, percussion refers to producing sound when an instrument or object is struck, shaken, or scraped. Ask students why they think the striking of different objects make different sounds. Give students a minute to experiment with their chosen object, producing different sounds by striking or manipulating it. I encourage you to model this as well, like this, for example. I've found more items around my room. I have this cool container made out of plastic. What happens if I bend it, or shake it, or even play it with a dry eraser marker? Allow students to take a turn for a 5-second sound solo, showcasing their chosen object's sound. Point out how different materials and textures create distinct sounds. Ask several students to again model the sound their chosen instrument makes. Ask for the rest of the class to classify the pitch and dynamics of each sound. Is this pitch of this sound high or low? Can you make the pitch change? Is the volume, also known in music as dynamics, of this sound loud or soft? Ask students to again look at the sound-making materials used in the above step. Ask them to notice if materials are hard or soft. Are they smooth or textured? What connections can they draw between the type of material used and the pitch and volume being produced? Refer to the downloadable PDF of this activity on the next screen for detailed examples of how to present each of these concepts to your 4th graders. If you would like to extend the activity, you can offer this creative challenge. Encourage students to think about turning these weird sounds into music. Explain that music is the intentional organization of sound. Ask students how they can use these found materials to create their own beat, a steady underlining pulse that gives a piece of music its rhythmic structure, or a rhythm arrangement of different durations, long, short sounds, and silence in music, creating patterns. Invite your students to have fun making weird sounds in your classroom and encourage them to share their rhythms and patterns with the class.